How's it going, guys? My name is Hayden, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a pretty interesting video today. This morning I was researching around in my first period class and trying to figure out a better way to make more money using my just single graphic card mining rig. So it's just a single RX 580, and it has a modded BIOS, and it's overclocked using this configuration right here. So 2200 memory and 1145 core, and I just like that just so that you don't put too much strain on the core while also achieving equal hash rates, having these more equalized, and also you increase the longevity of the card a little bit just because it's not working the core as hard, and it also doesn't get as hot because the main fans are trying to cool the core, whereas everything else is a little bit more passive cooled. But yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you this coin that isn't new. It came out and it was not a hard fork, but it was a fork of Ethereum on January 20th called Ether Zero, and it's pretty not very talked about very much. At first it started out pretty big, and it was a pretty big coin, and it was a pretty big deal. So it started at about 40 bucks, went up to 100, went up to $300, and then tanked. And now it's just been decreasing in price ever since. So you can see the dates and everything, all the prices decreasing. So right now we're sitting at about $6.25 on this exchange right here, Yobit. So you think, okay, well, whatever, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, if everybody's mining it, then your profits are even more decreased. But actually, there are so few miners on this network that the total hash rate is 44 gigahash, which is nothing. It's very, very little. So you can see there's really not too many miners at all. I mean, most of them are pretty low. I mean, those are pretty low-end cards. So it's kind of a joke. This might not even be worth your time at that point. But what I figured out is that I'm making a significantly larger amount of money mining this coin than I am mining Ethereum. So you can see this was over probably a, I don't know, two and a half week period. I mined $15, 0.03 Ethereum, which is garbage. I mean, that's garbage whole rates. I mean, that's awful. I mean, there's no way I'm going to achieve ROI in any reasonable amount of time at that rate, and that's everybody's experiencing that. That's not just me. That's everybody that has miners. Like a few months ago, whereas you were making like $3 a day with an RX 580. Now you're making like less than $1. But with this coin, believe it or not, so keep in mind the price is $6.25 per coin right now. But today, I started mining about 5 hours ago. So you can see in the console, 5 hours and 35 minutes ago, I started mining. Yeah, I haven't restarted it since either. And I've mined about half a coin, which is $3. So and then on top of the immature block balance, which is, you just have to wait for more blocks to pile on top to get a more accurate number and all the confirmations go through. But that's about a half of an Ether Zero, which is about $3, which is insane. I mean, that's 3 times. Like you'd think, oh, $3, but that's 3 times more than what I was making on Nanopool just mining Ethereum. And honestly, it's pretty bad that it's come to this where $3 is a huge deal, but that's in 5 hour period. That's over a 5 hour period. So if right now I've been mining for 5 hours, I'm gonna make about $11 in a day, which is more than my Antminer S9 is making. And that's actually also more than what my Antminer A3 is making. Obviously I'm kind of hoping that Siacoin rises in price, but you can see that my Antminer S9 is just it's crazy because that's an ASIC miner with 189 ASIC chips in it, and this is one GPU in the dirt cheap piece of garbage mining rig. And it's obviously not a piece of garbage. I tried pretty hard. Like, it's a first rig. I mean, I'm not too ashamed of it. But honestly, I just it really finds I'm like dumbfounded almost that $300 graphics card is making more than a $2,000 ASIC rig. It's just insane, and obviously this profitability is not going to stay the same for a while. But I'm going to try to ride it out for as long as I possibly can, and hope that I get as much as possible. And right now my hash rate is decreasing for some reason, so I might restart it in a little bit. But yeah, so let me show you guys how to configure this if you want to. Honestly, I think that that's a no-brainer in my opinion. I'm not trying to shine too much light on this, but I figured not too many people would see this video because I get like 30 views per video. But so what you do is you use this right here. So if you go to the home of pool.ether0.org, on the front it shows you. So if you're using Simple Miner, you can't use that. It's based on the Ubuntu platform, Linux, so it doesn't recognize the .exe. So you essentially, what you have to do is you can just use your previous stratum, so WD1-R1 pool, and then you essentially delete everything behind it. So the EPSW, everything, you can delete that, and you don't really need it. And you can just use this. So in the E pool, you just use this URL. So you obviously replace your address, you replace your worker, and then I don't find a use. I don't see why you need a G. I'm sure you might need that if you're using some other miner, but see, I'm just using Claymore version, I forgot, 11.2. Simple Miner OS kind of changed the layout a little bit, but then you just paste it in there. So I always do it in a text edit document, but you just paste it in there, and yeah, that's it. And then you just reload it and you start mining. I think this is a no-brainer, and if you guys want to try it out, I would recommend it, and yeah, make a couple more dollars a day than what you had been just mining Ethereum regularly. But yeah, so I hope you found this video informational. If you did, drop a like. I'm sure it's not going to get too many views, which is why I'm not hesitant of making it. But yeah, have a nice day. Bye-bye.